This series will show you how to access the Virtual Learning Environment or VLE at UCSC, introduce the VLE to you and give you helpful tips that you may need to use the VLE. First, let me tell you what VLE is. It is an environment where you can find all your learning materials, including study guides, activities, exercises, and assignments. Discuss with other students who follow the BIT program and the teachers at UCSC, and where you can show and build up your talents and skills, which will help you to become a leading professional in the IT industry in Sri Lanka. Now, see how to access it. You have to use a web browser such as Firefox or Internet Explorer to access the VLE. Now, let's open a web browser. I'll double-click on the Firefox browser icon on my desktop. Now, I have to type the URL of the VLE on the address bar of the web browser. Let me see, it's vle.bit.lk. Now let me press the Enter key. Here you are in the VLE for BIT students of the UCSC. You can read news and messages from the administrator of the VLE. Now look at your left-hand side. There you can see the main menu. Let's read the information on the Netiquette. Okay, Netiquette for online courses. Now, Netiquette in the sense it's not a set of hard and fast rules, but it is indeed a set of ethics you have to follow while communicating with students and teachers through the forums. Just go through those guidelines and just see that you are encouraged to use the forums and to communicate through the forums. Just don't mind your grammar and spelling mistakes. It's just that you enjoy the lesson. Use the forums as much as possible. Now, let us go back to our home page. Okay, now it's time that you should log in to the system. Now you can see the login area. Okay, now if you are a BIT student who's going to log in for the first time, remember to use your BIT registration number as the username and your national identity card number as your password. Now, let me log in to this system. I have already typed my username and here I go with the password. Just click on the login button or just press the Enter key. Right, so here I am logged in. Right, now on this page you can see a section called My Courses, where the names of all the courses are displayed over there. And let us just go into one of those courses. Let me go into Internet and the World Wide Web. Okay, here we are. Right, you have the welcome message and you have the names of your teachers and your facilitators. Now let me see who the teacher of this course is. Well, here she is. Now, if I have a question in mind, I can always send a message to the teacher. Right, now let us type an example message. Okay, I'm going to type a simple message, hi. Okay, I'm going to send it. Just click on that send message button and the teacher will get my message. Right, now let us go back to the course page. Alright, so before you start going through the course content, we have a pre-course activity here called Start Here. Let's go through it. Okay, there's a welcome note and things to remember. Please go through all of these, and it gives you details on the Precourse Activity Internet Experience Forum. So there is a forum there. Just go through this and you can write into the forum. Right. Okay, there you have the forum, Internet Experience. Right. Now the next important thing is the syllabus. Right, it's given in PDF format. You can just download it. Okay, let's open it and see. Okay, here we have the syllabus of Internet and World Wide Web. Now remember, it's a detailed syllabus which you can easily download from the system. Alright, now let us close the detailed syllabus and get back into our course page. Right? Okay, here we can see the first lesson, Introduction to the Internet, and you can see the learning objectives. Let's click on the learning objectives and have a glimpse through that. Okay, you got all the learning objectives of the first lesson over here. Let us close it. Right, next you have the student manual in PDF format. Like the syllabus, you can also download it. And then let us go into the course content. What is the Internet? Right, now here you have a whole lot of subunits in this lesson. You can enter the course either by clicking on the enter button or just click on one of those subunits. Let us go into the first one, definition. Right, now this is the first page of our course content. Now it has got a brief description and an introduction on the Internet. Now you can see some letters in blue. Okay, just click on that and see. Oh, it's a pop-up page. Right, you can click on it and just go and read further details on that particular subject. Here, of course, it is about network. Right, let us close it. And here you have what you call the tooltip, where it gives you an explanation of that particular word in brief. Right. Now let us go into the last subsection, the impact of the Internet. Okay, here we are. Right, now remember, most of these pages do have an activity with it and also a note. Right, before we do the activity, it's important that you read the note. It contains all extra information on this lesson. So here we get the note on the impact of the Internet. Okay, once you finish reading the note, yeah, you can just browse through. Just remember, there might be more than one page, right? Just use the arrow buttons and browse through. So once you finish reading it, you can close it and be ready to do the activity. Here we are. Okay, given below are some of the terms and their definitions you may find when you learn about the Internet. So it is an activity where you have to match column A with column B by dragging the correct button. Let us see. Let us just try one. Oops, it's incorrect. Let's try another one. Okay, we got that correct. And you can see your feedback by the side. Okay, right. And you can also use the replay button to do the activity again. Okay, right. Can close it. And there's this special button over here where you can listen to the audio.
creating a big impact on the society by revolutionizing the way people live and work in their everyday lives. There is a huge impact in several key areas, like the government sector, commerce or business sector, and also the education sector.
Okay, so that's the audio which gives some more information about this lesson. Let us go back into our course page. Right. Okay, so after that we have this important forum, My Internet Experience. Let us go into that. Okay, have you already started using the internet before this course? If so, please describe how you learned about it, from where you accessed it, or from where you are accessing it, how long you have been using it, and list as many different tasks you have performed using the internet. So you can just answer this by clicking on the button Add a new discussion topic. Right. Now let me type the title or the subject of my answer, my experience. Right? Okay. Let me type something here as well about my internet experience. Just an example. Example. Okay. Right. Then you click on this browse button if you need to attach perhaps a picture or any other attachment to this post, and then just click on the button Post to Forum. Okay, you can just click on, yes, you have 30 minutes until it's submitted. Okay, here we are. Now my message or my post has appeared here. You can just click on it and see what it is. Right? Okay, now just see you have this option of either editing or deleting or replying this particular post. Okay, now you can reply to a post written by another. Right? Now this is how you reply. You can just type something over there as a reply to a particular post, my reply, and post to forum. And you can see how it appears. There you are. You've got the main post and the reply. All right. Now let us get back into the course page. Right. Now there is this extremely important feature called the practice quiz. Now let us see one of those. Now you got these practice quizzes under each subsection, or rather under each lesson. Now it's important that you read the instructions and just click on that button to start the practice quiz. Okay, so it's the MCQ type. You can just click on a particular answer or answers which you think is or are correct, and just click next to go into the next question. I'll click one or two options here and go to the next. Right, so once you finish, you can say submit all and finish. Just click on that button. Okay, here is my feedback. Now if you want to just display all those questions you have attempted on one page, you can just click on that option, show all questions on one page, and here we are. Now all the questions I have attempted has been displayed on one page, and please notice that the feedback is given whether my answers were correct or incorrect. Okay, now let me go back into the course page. Right, now there is this assignment quiz which is also extremely important. Now each course contains 2 of those assignment quizzes, right? And you find them at the end of the first half of the syllabus content, assignment quiz 1, and also another one at the end of the second half of the syllabus content, assignment quiz number 2. Right? So once you click, you can just go inside and read the instructions. And remember that unlike the practice quiz, you are allowed to try it only thrice. See, attempts allowed 3. Okay, so you can just try the assignments if you like, or if you are ready. Alright, now there is another important feature which is, okay, let me scroll down. Now you have the exam papers over here. You can just click and just go into the questions and try them out, right? Okay, continue the last attempt, or just click on that button and you have those questions in the MCQ format. Right, let me go back into the course page once again. Here I am in the course page. Now since you know what this VLE contains, now there is this important pre-course activity left for us to do. That is none other than updating your profile. Now this is the place where you update your profile. Just click into that. Okay, here is my profile. So to update my profile, I can just go into Edit Profile. That's where I can change the information of my profile or the personal details. Now let us see what we have here. Okay, first name, surname. So likewise, you've got a list of things that you have to fill up. Just make sure that you fill up all these important details such as your name, your email address, and everything else which has been asked over here. And then I have typed a message here. Right. And you can also upload a picture of yourself. Now, some of you may not like to upload your own photograph, so you can just upload a picture which represents you, like what I have done over here. Right, okay, once that's done, you can just click on the button Update Profile. Right. Okay, going back to the course page. Right. Now, it is important that you remember that there are other important sites connected to this VLE. Yeah, we have to go into the home page. Okay, now you've got some important sites such as the BIT site, www.bit.lk. Let me click into that. Now remember that it's really important that all you BIT students visit the BIT site, because all your exam results will be published on this site. Okay, right. Not only the examination results, the other announcements regarding your examinations as well as your registration will be published on this site. Okay, I'll close this window. Now there is this other important site called the EBIT Community. Right, let us go into that. Now it is a social network connecting BIT learners, BIT students as well as facilitators on an online environment. Now you can see there are some pictures of the members of this community. Now remember, you don't have to limit your discussions only to the course related stuff here. you can even have your own friendly discussions over here, because it's actually meant for that. It's a community or a social network. Okay, now you've got to register in that as well. And then after that, after registering, you can always log in with your username and password very easily. Right, now let me go into the home page. Right, now I think that's all about it, and we hope you really enjoy this experience, this new experience of learning through the virtual learning environment. Bye bye.